How's it? On my way to the start of Redhills. Got my number, did my warm up. Hydration was fine. I've eaten enough. I wouldn't say I'm not anxious. I am. Quite a big field though. So I'm actually quite happy for the guys in Fishhook. Seems like another successful one so far. Gonna see if I can latch onto the 450 bus. Keep with them up to at least 33. That's got a 4-hour cutoff. So if I can reach the 4-hour cutoff at 33, then I know I've got enough time to finish the last 9 down to 42. So yeah, a bit stressed, but we'll see how it goes. I'll know by about 25 if it's going to be a good day or a bad day. I'll speak to you again throughout the route. Stay well. Here you go. On my way to the start of Redhill. Yeah, it was a tough week, frustrating. I'm a bit anxious, but I think I'll do good. When I get to 25, I'll probably know if it's going to be a good day or a bad day. I'm going to try and latch onto the 450 bus, just keep with them throughout, definitely up until 33 where there's a 4-hour cutoff. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So far so good. I feel good. Hydration went well. Week went well. As I said, a tough week because it was frustrating, because I've got all this nervous energy that I need to burn. I'll probably burn it now in the first 1 or 2K, so just focus on taking it slow and steady. It's a huge field. Look at that. That's just the bit we can see from where we are at the moment. So there are lots of people, lots of runners. So just keep in mind there's 2 fields. So one lot is doing the classic 36, and the rest of us madmen are doing the full 42.2. So I'll speak to you again throughout the race. Hopefully, roughly every 6 to 8 Ks I'll pop in. Hold thumbs. This is going to be epic. Cheers. Here you go. On my way to the start of Redhill. Yeah, it was a tough week, frustrating. I'm a bit anxious, but I think I'll do good. When I get to 25, I'll probably know if it's going to be a good day or a bad day. I'm going to try and latch onto the 450 bus, just keep with them throughout, definitely up until 33 where there's a 4-hour cutoff. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So far so good. I feel good. Hydration went well. Week went well. As I said, a tough week because it was frustrating, because I've got all this nervous energy that I need to burn. I'll probably burn it now in the first 1 or 2K, so just focus on taking it slow and steady. It's a huge field. Look at that. That's just the bit we can see from where we are at the moment. So there are lots of people, lots of runners. So just keep in mind there's 2 fields. So one lot is doing the classic 36, and the rest of us madmen are doing the full 42.2. So I'll speak to you again throughout the race. Hopefully, roughly every 6 to 8 Ks I'll pop in. Hold thumbs. This is going to be epic. Cheers.
2 hours.
Right, we're off. Alright guys, I'm checking with you every 5 or 6 Ks or so. See how it goes. Cheers. Alright guys, we're roughly around probably 9 to 10 just through Komiki, and look at the lighthouse down there. We're going to the peak of this piece, I think, and feeling good. It's overcast, so it's perfect conditions for running, but it's humid and it's hot, and I just realized this is not the end of this hill, so I'll walk a bit. So yeah, so far so good, nothing major to report, feeling good. Check back in about 10 K's time. Cheers. Alright guys, 14 K's done, feeling excellent. I'm right on the pace of about 6:57 minutes. We should be able to make up a few minutes between now and the split. I don't think I will though. Just finished off Misty Cliffs. You can see it is extremely misty. Look at this view up here. That is what I'm looking at the whole time. So yeah, we're feeling very, very good. Nutrition is going good, hydration is going good. Thank you, Marshall. The marshals are doing an excellent job. So far this is quite enjoyable. It's only 14 Ks. At 30 Ks I'll probably be crying and swearing and throwing stuff at people, but let's see how it goes. We'll speak again. Holy shit, I'm dying. I'm at 25. So shortly I'm gonna go further than I've done in 4 years. My hips are absolutely killing me. My knees are fine. My head is fine. My calves is fine. It's just my hips. Oh, so so far I'm sticking to all the plans with regards to hydration and eating and gel, and yeah, I wouldn't say it's going good. It's just, it's tough. I actually forgot and not realized that the first 20 Ks is all uphill. Yeah, so the worst part is coming now. Going past 25 in about 15-20 seconds now. Then it's up to Redhill, the dreaded climb. I strongly doubt that I will run it out. I'll walk it out and then see how much time I still have left for the cutoff at 33. Hopefully I make it the cutoff there. At this stage it's touch and go. If I can win some time on the downhill, which I strongly doubt, I might make it just. But as it stands now, I don't see how I can make it. But miracles do happen. So I'm telling my mind just to shut the hell up and get on with it, and push through. It is gonna, I am gonna feel better at some point. I've been feeling cocked now for the last, I'd say, last 4 Ks. Sore, stiff. So let's hope the gels and stuff kick in now. Gonna rehydrate now at the water station. The cyclist coming past. So yeah, rehydrate at the water station now, just before we start the climb up the hill. And I'll speak to you either on top of the hill or inside a car going back to the end. But my mind is right. I want to finish this, even if it's outside the 5 hours. I don't care. I just want to finish. So hold thumbs. Cheers. This is it. Redhill. At the foot of Redhill. I'm it's difficult to see the gradient, but this is what we're dealing with. So it's tough. Hi guys, just past 31, all downhill. Look at that view of Simonstown Harbour. Absolutely magnificent. Yeah, race update. I'm definitely not gonna get a medal for this one, but I'm gonna finish it. Even if I have to crawl it, they're not gonna pull me off at 33. So yeah, good learning curve. Yeah, it's tough, eh? Obviously I'm disappointed for not coming in under 5 hours, not qualifying, but I give it my best. Only so much that one can do. If on the day your body decides it's not gonna play ball, then so be it. I have to show you this first. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my word. That's the view. Alright, so I'll probably have another hour's worth of hard graft. So my new target now is to come in under 5:30, 5:40 maybe, just to finish. And I'll speak to you guys when I come into Fishhook. Okay guys, so I've been officially removed from the race at around 32 k's. One of the officials came past, asked me to get in the vehicle. I refused, and before she could get angry with me, I asked her if I had removed my race number, as you can see, if I can then carry on and finish. She confirmed with the race director, he confirmed it, so I took my number off. I'm officially out of the race, but I am going to finish. So stick with me. Cheers. How's it, guys? I suspect everyone is waiting for an update on how it went the weekend with Redhill, and yeah, unfortunately there's not a lot to report. Well, there's a lot to report. I'll quickly run you through. Everything went well from the start. I'll post some clips I made during the start, some photographs. There was a huge field. Obviously it was both the Redhill Classic, which is 36 kilometers, as well as the Redhill Marathon, which is the 42, which I signed up for. Yeah, 5:30, everything was go. First 10 k's I felt excellent. The next 10 k's I felt excellent. Everything went according to plan. My splits was straight on between 6:50 and 7 minutes per kilometer, which is the splits I was looking for. Nutrition was fine. Hydration went perfect. The support along the route was nice. The marshals at the water tables was excellent. I latched onto a group of guys that was pacing at around my pace, so I decided to latch onto them. I couldn't find the 450 bus headed by Wietse van der Westhuizen, so I latched onto this group and I just kept with them as long as I could. At 20 k's, after realizing, you know, during the 20 k's that it was actually uphill all the way from the start to 20 k's, but it wasn't bad uphills, it was decent uphills, but there were no downhills. But that wasn't the issue. At 20 k's we split, and unfortunately the group I was running with then split to the left to do the classic 36Ks, and I was left on my own to do the 42. After the split, onto the loop, the 5K loop to Cape Point, I realized that I was probably in the last 10 or 15 guys on the road, which was also fine. I was ready for that. That was to be expected. I did the loop, no wind. As I said, it was a perfect day for running. I kept going to out the loop, then back to 25. As I reached 25, I sort of realized at that point that I would not make the 4-hour 33-kilometer cutoff, and by default then not make the 5-hour cutoff at the end. But I was adamant that I would finish the distance. I wasn't gonna get into a bus. So at 25 I rehydrated again, and I did Redhill, the mountain. I probably ran about the first 500 meters, and then when the incline got really steep I walked, but I walked at a decent pace. I walked at around 8 minutes 10 seconds per kilometer, so it was a decent pace. I wasn't, shuffling. I was actually power walking up the hill. It felt really, really good. When I got to the top of the hill, I felt like $1,000,000, even though I knew I was not going to make the 4-hour cutoff. Filled up my water bottles again, and on top of the hill there was probably 6 of the guys that was around me that just stopped. They threw in the towel, and they realized we're not going to make the cutoff, and they were in the same boat that I was 4 years ago. I just decided, you know what, I'm going to carry on. So I carried on. Went down the hill. The downhill was tough. I probably walked half of the 5 kilometers downhill. That's roughly about 5 kilometers downhill. Ran a lot, and I felt good running. My hips were stiff from the hill, but the rest of my legs were fine. My knees didn't flare up at all, and I felt good. I felt strong. At 32 kilometers, one of the marshals came past with a vehicle and ordered me to get in the vehicle, and I refused. And she was on the phone with the race director, and I asked her, listen, just ask the director, if I take my number off, will they allow me to continue? And he confirmed that I could continue on my own if I took the number off. So I took my number off, got some water from her, filled my water bottles. I had 10 Ks left, so I was adamant I'm going to finish. So I did the last kilometer on the downhill, and as I turned onto the flat road next to the ocean in Simonstown at 33, filled my bottles the last time at the last water table, and the guys were packing up already. So I knew I was like the last guy on the road. And I started the 9K trek back to Fishhook. And unfortunately, this is where things just went pear-shaped completely and quickly. Within 2 kilometers, let's say I bonked. I didn't feel like I was bonking. My hydration was fine. My energy levels was fine. It's just my feet went completely numb. And I felt this before, to be honest, and I knew what I was in for, and it literally felt as if I was running on stumps, and it was painful, extremely, excruciatingly painful. I kept at it for probably a kilometer, walk, run, and it was so bad that I had to actually look at my feet just to make sure that I was planting them correctly and not rolling over my ankles. And at some point I just realized this is not going to happen, so I had to stop. And as I stopped, one of the marshals stopped across the road from me and asked me if I needed a lift, and I had to concede. Again, Redhill Won on the day. Even though I completed 35 kilometers, I actually stopped at 35.1 kilometers, according to Strava. Yeah, to say I'm disappointed is an absolute understatement. I am gutted. I am mad. I am not a happy chappy. It's something that I wanted to do for so long. It's just, yeah, psychologically, I think the psychological blow is worse. Back home, I doctored my feet. My feet only came to life again around 2 hours later, around 12 o'clock. And it was painful. I slept most of Saturday afternoon, and as I woke up, I realized that my legs, my knees, my quads, my calves, everything was fine. I'm not even stiff. It's just my feet were so freaking sore, and they're actually still sore. As I said, it's extremely frustrating. I am not broken. This will not break me. I think psychologically I'm way stronger than I was 4 years ago. So this is not the end. I see it as a learning curve. Things don't always go according to plan, and on race day, especially with distances further than 25-30 k's, there's always something that can go wrong. And as Murphy says, if something can go wrong, it usually will. The reason for the dead feet, it's probably the shoes. I re-looked at my training program over the last few months, and there's enough long runs in there. There's enough quality work, intervals, heel repeats. Just looking at my body afterwards, my legs were fine, my lungs were fine, my whole body was fine except for my feet. And unfortunately, if it doesn't matter if your legs is fine, if you can't feel your feet, that helps nothing. So yeah, it's a hell of a disappointment. It's something that I'm not, well, I wouldn't say I'm not proud. I mean, I did 35 kilometers, which is 7 kilometers further than I did 4 years ago. If I did the classic, I would have finished way within time. I would have had a nice Redhill medal, and I would have been, feeling like $1 million today. I don't feel like $1 million, but I'm not despondent. I'm not broken. I will carry on. There's still lots to come. I think for now, I'll just take a week or two to recover properly, psychologically as well as physically. I'll do a few short runs, just recovery runs, and then I'm going to sit down and develop a training plan to make me faster on distances up to 25-30 kilometers. I've proven to myself that I can stay on my feet for 5 hours now. So if I can bring my splits down, in other words, run quicker per kilometer, I should be able to, at some stage in the near future, complete a 42. So I need to train my body to move along faster. So there's a hell of a lot of heel repeats coming up in the next few months, interval training, speed work, strength work, lots of off-road, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to focus on the shorter runs, you know, the half marathons and maybe up to 30 Ks. And I definitely want to start doing trail runs. That's something that one of my goals for the year is to do a few trail run races. So I'm going to focus on that for a bit, just getting stronger and getting faster. So stick with me. This is not the end. You can't win everything. Sometimes life deals you a bad hand and you have to deal with it. So the lesson in this is you don't always get what you want, and you have to be happy with that. And I'm happy with that. I'm happy with what I did. I'm disappointed, obviously. I'm frustrated. That frustration, in my case, that type of frustration translates to a resolve, a steely resolve to get this done at some point. I will not back down on this. I would love to do Comrades Marathon next year. And to be quite honest, if I can address the feet issue, probably with the correct shoes, I cannot see why I cannot do Comrades next year. My wife wouldn't agree. She feels I should focus on the shorter distances, half marathons. Yeah, to a certain extent, I agree. I'm gonna focus on the half marathons for now until I get faster. If I can get my splits down to around 5:45, 6 minutes per K consistently over a 21 to 25 kilometer distance, I should be able to complete a marathon within 4 hours, probably 4 hours 30 minutes. That's the goal, the long-term goal. Short-term, just want to recover over the next 2 weeks, do a few short runs, nothing major. As soon as my legs start firing again and I feel my body tells me I'm ready, it's nose to the grindstone, and we're going to be clubbing quality workouts. Long runs is not going to be longer than 20 Ks at most. So I'll still do my Saturday or Sunday long runs, but in the week I'm going to, instead of increasing distance, I'm going to increase quality. So quality over quantity. So we're going to do lots of intervals, high intensity workouts, high intensity hill repeats, working to get the fast twitch fibers firing more effectively, and we're going to see how it goes. Time trials, that type of thing, just to gauge our progress. I've got a plan in my head that I just need to put down on paper, but I've conceptualized the plan already. It's now getting it on paper and then just following the program. We're going to do this. Stick with me. All the best. Cheers.